There are names in history that echo like thunder, names that rise above time, power, and politics. But then there is one name that doesn't just echo in the minds of people, it lives in their hearts. A name whispered in every corner of the earth, called out in prayer 5 times a day, a name that brings tears to the eyes of the humble and strength to the hearts of the broken. That name is Muhammad. Now I want you to imagine this: over 1.9 billion people on this planet, people of every race, every color, every background, from deserts to mountains, from villages to skyscrapers, they all love one man. Not because he had wealth, not because he ruled an empire, but because he transformed hearts. He didn't carry a sword for power, he carried a message for souls. He didn't raise his voice in pride, he bowed his head in prayer. He didn't build palaces, he built character. He walked the streets with the poor, smiled at the children, forgave those who hurt him, and cried for the people he never even met, you and me. You want to know why the world loves Muhammad? Stay with me. Don't blink, because by the end of this video, you're not just going to understand that love, you're going to feel it. You're going to see what it means to be a mercy to mankind. And maybe, just maybe, your heart will whisper his name a little softer, and your soul will stand a little taller. Let's begin. He was called a mercy to the worlds, Rahmatul lil Alamein. And when God himself gives a man that title, you don't just pay attention, you stand in awe. That's not just a figure of speech, that's a divine truth. Prophet Muhammad wasn't sent for a tribe or a nation or a language. He was sent for all of humanity, Arab and non-Arab, rich and poor, black and white, ruler and servant. He came into a world lost in darkness, a world where daughters were buried alive, the weak were crushed by the strong, and hearts had forgotten their creator. He didn't come with an army, he didn't come with gold, he came with mercy. Pure, uncompromising, undeniable mercy. His words lifted the broken, his hands healed the wounded, his smile lit up the lives of those who had nothing. Now that kind of mercy, it wasn't soft, it was strong. When he stood before tyrants, he didn't flinch. When he was mocked, stoned, chased out of his home, he responded with prayer, with forgiveness, with patience. That's mercy at its highest form. You see, mercy is not weakness. Mercy is choosing peace when you have every right to be angry. Mercy is lifting others when you're the one being pushed down. Mercy is saying, "Oh Allah, forgive my people. They don't know what they're doing," even while your blood hits the ground. And that's exactly what Muhammad did. And that's why 1.9 billion people don't just admire him, they love him with their hearts, their souls, their every breath. Because he gave the world what it needed the most. Not wealth, not conquest, not power. He gave it heart, he gave it hope, he gave it mercy. So when we say he is loved by billions, it's not just for what he said, it's for how he lived. A mercy in motion. A man who reflected the divine's love on earth. Before the first verse was revealed, before a single miracle was shown, there was a man in Makkah known simply as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. That was Muhammad. He didn't have a crown on his head or soldiers at his feet. What he had was character, pure, unshakable, respected even by his enemies. When he spoke, people listened, not out of fear, but out of love, because they knew he wouldn't lie. When someone left their belongings with him, they could sleep in peace. When a person was in pain, he felt it like it was his own. His honesty wasn't selective. His integrity wasn't situational. It was constant. It was real. Even before he was a prophet, he was a man of the people. He walked with the poor, honored the elders, cared for orphans, and uplifted the weak. When people were too proud to help a servant, he was the first to step forward. When others ignored injustice, he stood against it. He wasn't just a man of words, he was a man of action. That's why his message hit hearts before it hit minds. People knew the message had weight because the messenger had lived it long before he preached it. See, we live in a world today where truth is twisted and loyalty is cheap, but Muhammad stood firm when lies were easier and silence was safer. And that's what makes him loved by 1.9 billion people, because deep down, the world still honors truth. It still remembers honor, and in a world full of masks, the sincerity of one real man continues to shine through the centuries. That man was Muhammad. He wasn't just a prophet. He was a revolution of love, justice, and compassion for the oppressed. Prophet Muhammad didn't come to sit on a throne. He came to lift the broken from the ground. And that's one of the most powerful reasons why 1.9 billion people love him to this day. In a society that crushed the weak, where slaves had no name, where women were treated like property, where the poor had no protection, he stood up and said, "No more." He declared that all human beings are born equal, that no Arab is better than a non-Arab, that no white is better than black, that no king is higher than a servant, except in piety. You want to know how deep his impact was? A slave named Bilal, tortured for saying Allah is one, was lifted to the top of the Kaaba by the Prophet's own command to call the Adhan. That wasn't just symbolism, that was freedom in action, that was dignity restored. He protected orphans, respected women, and gave workers their rights. He said, "Pay the laborer his wages before his sweat dries." He told men, "The best of you is the one who is best to his wife." He didn't need an army to earn love. He earned it by being the voice for those who had no voice. He made every single person, no matter how broken, feel seen, heard, and valued. That's why even centuries later, his love runs deep, because the world remembers who stood for truth when the world was silent, who stood for justice when it was dangerous, and who gave his life not to take power, but to give dignity to every soul. That man was Muhammad, the liberator of hearts. He led like no other, because his leadership didn't begin on a throne. It began on the dusty streets of Mecca, with a heart full of humility and hands ready to serve. Prophet Muhammad wasn't a leader who commanded with arrogance. He was the kind of man who mended his own shoes, ate with the poor, and carried water for the elderly. He didn't build palaces, he built people. His companions didn't follow him out of fear, they followed him out of love, because they saw a man who lived every word he spoke. When the Muslims were digging the trench, he was in the dirt with them. When they were hungry, he tied 2 stones to his stomach so they wouldn't feel ashamed of their pain. A woman once saw him sitting in the masjid surrounded by the needy. She asked, "Who is your king?" They replied, "He is not a king, he is the messenger of God." That's the kind of leadership that changes the world, not by ruling over people, but by walking beside them. He forgave those who hurt him. He prayed for those who mocked him. And even after he conquered Mecca, the city that drove him out, he lowered his head in humility and declared a general amnesty. No revenge, no pride, just mercy. And when he passed away, the people didn't just lose a prophet. They lost a father, a friend, a leader who never raised his voice in anger, who never turned away from the weak, who gave until there was nothing left to give. That's the kind of leader the world remembers. That's the kind of man who was loved by 1.9 billion people, because his leadership wasn't built on power, it was built on love, service, and sacrifice. That's Muhammad. In a world divided by race, class, and tribe, Prophet Muhammad brought a message so powerful, so unifying, that it broke centuries of arrogance and bloodlines. He stood before kings and peasants alike and said, "There is no God but Allah." That declaration wasn't just spiritual, it was revolutionary. Because with those words came another truth. All human beings are equal. His call to Tawheed, the oneness of God, wasn't just about theology. It was about unity. It meant no human being had the right to enslave another. No tribe had the right to claim superiority. No rich man had the right to look down on the poor. Because before one creator, we are all the same. The prophet said it clearly, "You are all from Adam, and Adam was from dust." That's not just a statement, That's the foundation of equality. That's the message that transformed warring tribes into one brotherhood. That's the light that turned enemies into companions. He built a community where a king and a servant could pray shoulder to shoulder, where a black slave like Bilal could be honored above a wealthy elite, not because of wealth or status, but because of faith and character. He didn't just preach this unity, he lived it every single day. That's why the message of Islam spread, not by force, but by truth. It spread from heart to heart because it spoke to the soul's deepest longing. To be seen, to be valued, and to be connected to something greater than ourselves. People love Muhammad not just because of what he said, but because he made every soul feel seen by God. His message united a broken world under one banner. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. That unity still lives in the hearts of 1.9 billion people. When a man's legacy continues to grow more than 1,400 years after his death, you don't ask what he conquered, you ask what he healed. Prophet Muhammad didn't just build a community, he built a spiritual revolution that touched every corner of the human soul. His teachings were not limited to rituals and laws, they were a complete way of life. He taught people how to walk with humility, how to forgive when it's hardest, how to love without limits, and how to hope when there's nothing left. He didn't just teach people how to pray, he taught them how to live. You want to know why 1.9 billion people love him? Because he gave meaning to their suffering. Because he gave hope to the hopeless, light to the lost, and peace to the restless. He said, "Amazing is the affair of the believer. Everything that happens to him is good. Imagine what that does to a person struggling with pain, grief, or loneliness." He gave them strength, not from himself, but by connecting them to God. He taught that even a smile is charity, that removing a thorn from the road is an act of worship, that feeding your neighbor is more beloved to God than arguing about religion. He shifted people's focus from the external to the eternal, and his love wasn't limited. He cried for you and me, people he never saw but prayed for every night. He said, "My brothers are those who will come after me and believe in me, though they never saw me." That's love that doesn't fade. That's leadership that doesn't die. That's why 1.9 billion hearts beat with his name, because his life still whispers to every soul, "You matter, you are not forgotten, and God is near." That's Muhammad, the eternal light for a world in need. And so, when we ask why 1.9 billion people love Muhammad, the answer doesn't lie in a history book. It lives in the hearts of those who follow him. They love him not because they were told to, but because when they read about his life, they see a man who loved humanity more than himself. They see a man who cried in prayer for people he never met, who forgave even his enemies, who walked humbly when the world bowed before him. He was not just a prophet, he was a mercy to the world. A man who taught that every soul has worth, that every tear is seen by God, and that no act of kindness goes unnoticed. He was the embodiment of patience in pain, hope in hardship, and truth in confusion. And even now, centuries later, in a world full of noise and chaos, his example remains a beacon of light. That's why he's loved, not for power, not for wealth, not for fame, but because in a world searching for peace, he lived it. In a world drowning in ego, he lived with humility. And in a world longing for God, he was the bridge. That's why 1.9 billion hearts still beat with his name. Muhammad, peace be upon him, the beloved of God, the guide of humanity, the mercy to all creation.